Welcome to our another lesson on Introduction to Microsoft Excel. In our previous lesson, we started on working on how to work with basic formulas and functions in Excel. We looked at the formulas, among them addition, we looked at subtraction, we looked at division, we looked at multiplication, and we also looked at power in cells. So these are the formulas that we looked at last time that we had a lesson. Today, I want us to pick up from where we left and talk about more formulas about the same thing. We are going to talk about average. We are going also to talk about maximum. These are now statistical formulas. We are going to talk about minimum. How do you get the minimum value? We are going to talk about count. We are going to talk about mode. And we are also going to talk about some more formulas here. We are going to talk about standard deviation. Standard deviation, and maybe before I forget, there's also median that is to be done under the statistical formulas on basic formulas in Excel here. So this is what we want to cover, and it will be an extension of the work that you already have. Remember, we had this particular work that we used on our formulas last time. So this one is going to be an extension of what we already covered in our previous lesson. Let us begin by looking at average. So how do you get the average of some marks that you have with you? So average is operated the same way as what we did in the other formulas like addition and also getting the product. So you can average in cell, you can also be able to average in range. Let us start by averaging in cell. Of course, every formula is preceded with an equal sign. Then average, then you double click on average, that will appear there. Then you can click on the cell that you want, or you can type it manually. So in our case, let us click on, we want to get the average of Tom. So I'll click on 65. Then now we separate them with commas. So 65, then comma, 84, then comma, 70, then comma, 76. And if that is the end, you close the bracket, shift and the sign of closing the bracket on the keyboard. After that, you enter, and it will give you the average for Tom for all the units as 73.5. So this is the average, and you can be able to copy it down all the way to the last one, which is not Juliet. I believe there is something wrong there. On our product in our previous class, I believe we might have included wrong items. Let me just confirm what we did. Okay, that seems to be okay. It's all fine. So up to the last one, who is Tony. So we've gotten the average of Tom all the way to the average of Tony. I can undo, and I can start again by getting the average. Of course, equal sign, then average. You double click on the average. Then after double clicking on the average, you can type manually like B10. You can see it's highlighted, comma, C10, comma. But that's a long way. If you want to move faster, you just click on them. So 65, comma on the keyboard, 84, comma, 70, comma. Remember, if you want to jump one, you can always jump. Assuming that you never wanted the one for auditing, you can always jump and you click on the last one. So this one is now excluded in your average for that particular period, and you can see the average has reduced. So there's also another way, of course, average in range. So again, average, and you just select average in range. You select up to where you want, up to 76, then shift and you close the bracket. So that is average in range. Then you enter to get 73.5, from which you can be able to drag down your formula all the way to what you want, up to Tony, and you'll get all your averages for that particular student. You can also get average here if you so wish, average and equal sign, or let us use now the other aspects. You can go to the formula place, AutoSum. If you see average, you click on average. There is average here, but this one will pick everything. You can see up to the next place where there is nothing. So this one majorly picks everything, but you can be able to highlight up to where you want, that is up to 20, and it will give you everything that you want. If you enter, of course, the average is 66.60. You can undo, and again, in the formulas, you can use the insert function. You click on insert function. What do you want? You want average. Like that. So go, and you will see average highlighted here. Just click on it. Okay. Then you confirm whether B17 to B19 is what you want. B17 is just 15. Subtraction, then B19 is just this one. So it's wrong. It means you can deduct, or you can do away with it and select whatever you want to get the average of. So you just select, you can see it is moving all the way to 20, and your average is set. So the average is set once you have done the correct thing. You click on OK, and you can see the answer is still 66.6. So whichever approach you use, of course, the average is still going to be the same as in any other case. Average, you can see the answer is still 66.6. So you then drag across all the way to MA, so that you can have your average up to MA. So that is the average of those particular items. Having done the average, the next thing is maximum. Now we want to do maximum. What is the maximum? Maximum is the same as highest. So we are looking for the highest value in our set of data under financial accounting. So equal sign, then max. So you look for the function of max. This one returns the largest value in a set of values, and it ignores values and logical values and texts. Of course, this one is max. Then which one is the highest value? The highest value up to there. Then you close the bracket. This one gives you 88. So you can see in this set of data up to here, 88 is the highest value which has been returned by this. So if you copy across, it also gives you the other highest values in, like in this case is 84. In this case, you can see it's 70 is the highest value here. In this case, the highest value can clearly be seen to be 76, of course. So that is highest value using max. What about lowest value? How do you get the lowest value? Of course, when using the lowest value or getting the lowest value, you use mean. So we are going to use mean to be able to get the lowest value. And again, you highlight all the way to this one. And the lowest value there is that one. So the lowest value is 50. The formula is saying that it's 50. Let us see. The lowest value, indeed, 50. Here there is nothing, so it cannot count that. So 50 is the lowest value. There are two 50s, so it will just pick any. What about these other cases? You can drag across and get your lowest value. Again, here they are saying it's 50. Let us confirm. The lowest value is indeed 50 from this set of data. It is 50. What about 34 here? Is the lowest value 34? Indeed, yes. The lowest value is 34 from this set of data. Even here, of course, the lowest value is 24 from this set of data. It is 24. So that is the lowest. If you want to get the lowest value using minimum. Now we want to move to median. How do you get the middle value? Middle value, of course, we'll be using median. Equal sign, then we do median. So you double click on the median, and you can be able to get the lowest value in that set of data, median. And that is median. Is it the median? Of course, when getting the median, Excel arranges from the lowest to the largest and then accesses the median value. So if you arrange these items from the lowest to the largest, the median value will be 65. So let us copy across and see which is the median value in the other cases. You can see the median value in these other cases here. So that is median which helps us to get the middle value or the midpoint. So after the median value, we can also be able to get mode. Mode simply refers to the most occurring. So most occurring, that is mode. Most occurring. So let us see, how do you get the most occurring in mode? So you can see mode. The function is available for this one returns the most frequent occurring or repetitive value in any array or range of data. So this one returns the most occurring. So again, we want to select here and get the most occurring in a set of data. And the most occurring that set of data is 50. Let us see if 50 is most occurring from here to here. Yes, 50 occurs twice. So 50 is the most occurring. If you copy across, you can see that it gives you 50 again here. And indeed, 50 is the most occurring, 50 and 50. But here, the answer is not available. That means there is no most occurring. So there is no most occurring here. There is no figure that is repeating itself in this set of data. So there is no most occurring. Even here, there is no figure that appears more than once. So there is no most occurring in this set of data. So that's why the answer here is not available. And indeed, that is the correct answer, not available. After that, you move to another formula. After most occurring, which is mode, we can be able to get the standard deviation. Standard deviation. Of course, standard deviation is equal sign, then STDEV. That is the formula that you use for standard deviation. What is standard deviation? You can see it says estimates the standard deviation based on the sample. It ignores the logical values and text in the sample. So that we want to get the standard deviation of this set of data from here moving the way to this place. Then you close the bracket and this will give you a B10 to B15. If you enter, it returns the standard deviation as what you can see there. So that is the standard deviation. If you copy across, it gives you the other standard deviations from the other set of data there. So those are the other statistical formulas, basic of course for beginners, that you can be able to use in your work. You can be able to use to manage your work, either if you are a student or if you are working somewhere. These are the functions that are usually used when doing a lot of statistical and also mathematical tasks. There's an Excel file that is attached below the video description, which will use for your assignment. So make sure that you go through it and redo almost everything that you've done, almost everything that we've gone through in this particular lesson. Thank you, and see you in our next lesson.